Welcome to the Terrain Trakka rollover prevention system. It has telemetry reporting for any alarm that's been set and breached. An email and SMS will be sent. We'll just go into the product now. And I'll just zoom in. Basically what we have here, we have a dual sensor here, as you can see, and another smaller sensor. This sensor is on the main body of the machine, which measures your longitudinal slope and cross slope, and also compound grade as well, which is whichever angle that the sensor is facing on a slope, it will still read the right slope information. And this one here is for the truck and dog situation. This one would be for the trailer, this one for the main body, and also this one here is used for measuring the tipper bed. If the operator is driving whilst in transit and the tipper bed is raised, it will set an alarm and SMS and email to tell the owners of the machine that the machine has raised the tipper bed in transit, and it'll give GPS position and time of the event and machine identification. This is the emergency stop button. The emergency stop button is used just to turn off the alarm if the machine is stuck in an uncompromising situation where the alarm cannot be turned off or cannot get back to a normal level where the alarm will stop sounding. This is just a beeper, and behind here you see the flashing light, and here is a valve which we have on one of the relays that will, if the tipper bed is raised when the machine is on a steep slope, the valve will activate and will interrupt the raised hoist circuit so that they can't raise the hoist in a dangerous slope situation. We will just enter the Terrain Trakka now. I'll just zoom in on the screen. You may not be able to see that this is the operator's display page. It's a bit blurry, so the operator will just hit this page here, and you'll see that we have slope information. We have a cross fall of minus 8.5 and a longitudinal fall of 2.2. You'll notice when I tilt this one here, the slope changes, and you'll notice in negative. If I go to a positive, it'll flip over to the other side. The arrow just here is in the positive, and the longitudinal is here. This one here, you'll see a little RHIT, raised hoist in transit, will give you the slope information there of that sensor. What we can do now is we can go into the alarm setting page, so we'll just exit there, and then we can go into technician's menu. We'll just put in a password protected, which at the moment I've got demo as the code or password, and we're now into the technician's configuration pages. We can go into x-axis, which is the cross slope. You'll notice we have three settings: approach alarm with a slow beep and slow flash, near alarm, which is a faster beep and a faster flash, and on target, which means imminent danger, the machine may roll over at any time. We have that set as well. That's it. So we have the first one at 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees. They're only arbitrary figures, but just for the demonstration we've put those numbers in there. You'll notice here we have alarm display or delay which is 2 seconds, alarm delay 2 and 1 on the imminent danger on target alarm. So the reason for these is that when the machine is pitching and rolling under operation, we don't want the alarm to go off every time it reaches that breach window. So we can set in a delay before the alarm goes off so that the alarm isn't going on and off all day. And we found that this has been very successful, and the program works quite well for that feature. We have the y-axis, which is longitudinal, identical display, basically the same thing. You can change those settings to what you need to. Also, we have here the RHIT, which is the raised hoist in transit, as I explained earlier. At the moment, when the hoist raises up to 20 degrees, nothing will happen until it reaches 20, and then the alarm will set and go. But what we have here, we have a GPS trigger, which means that if the hoist is raised under 20 kilometres an hour, or so many kilometres an hour, we could set that, say anything over 15 kilometres an hour. When the hoist is raised, the alarm will set, and also an SMS and email will be sent to the recipients, management or owners of the machines. So basically it has a delay there as well, which has got 2 seconds. We'll hop out of there, and then we can go into alert message pop-up, which means we have here danger, target, slope has been breached, roll over imminent, take evasive action now. You can customise that and put in whatever you like. That is an overlay or a pop-up that pops up over the main operator's page to tell the operator this information. So you can customise that to whatever you like. We have here data config. This is a data config page which actually is for configuring the recipients of the messages of the alerts. So we have here email to, and I have that as my address, so it'll email the information to me, and an SMS which my phone number's in there. So we have 2 emails that we can configure, and 2 SMSs we can configure if we like. We also can send the data in each level, level 1, 2 and 3, which dangerous one is 3. So we can elect not to send messages every time it reaches each particular alarm level, or we send it to all alarm levels, depending on your requirements. The filter page, we can filter out unnecessary slope information so that it doesn't go off all the time. It's an anticipation program, so it anticipates with a bit of algorithmic mathematics where the eventual slope will be. It's fairly accurate. It's quite a bit of software in that. So basically we have a frequency config page. That means how many updates or the latency of the information going to the from the sensors to the display. This will speed up or slow down the number scrolling on the screen. So we'll go out of here and we'll just go through a demonstration of the system working. Before we do that, we can go into sensor calibration. We have the main truck body. There's this sensor here, which basically we just punch in what calibration value we need to put in there. We put the smart level on the ground, and then we punch in what the smart level is reading, and then that's calibrated. Very simple process in both axes. And then of course we have the other one, which is a single axis sensor, which we can do the same configuration. Okay, into the operations program. Now what we'll do is we will breach level 1, which you remember is at 10 degrees. So what we can do now is we'll do that on a cross slope. So at the moment we're at minus 8.3. We'll go to a positive, and we'll hit alarm 10, approaching alarm, which is the first alarm level at 10, and it'll go off. Okay, so let me zoom out so you can see this working. Hold the line for a second. Okay. So it's at 10. Now there's a 2-second delay. Okay, so what we can do now is we'll turn on this mobile. If we've got good signal, we should get some emails. Okay, so we'll go to level 2 now. You'll notice it's a bit faster. And then we can go to level 3, and that's the pop-up message we get. And you'll notice this valve will go on when it reaches alarm target 30 degrees, which is the dangerous, or what we've set in there as dangerous. So you might hear that click. Okay, so basically we can refresh, and you'll notice that on the mobile phone we have a few messages there that have come through. We have Terrain Trakka. So basically we've got some breach events that have just come through, so we can click on any one of those and it'll give you the data that the system has picked up. So basically we have here date of event, machine Moxie ID, and then of course time of the event, which was 9:59. Emergency stop button was activated, no. Duration, no. And then we have the GPS coordinates and what in the x-axis was 21.91 degrees, which was breached in the x-axis, and in the y of course we didn't have a breach. So then we have here, which is the Google link. Now this is sorry about this, it's just a bit messy, so we can zoom out on the mobile phone. We can just click on that Google link and we'll just see where, you'll notice where we're at. Okay, there is the where the event happened, which is basically right there. So we can zoom right in and right. So now basically that's the system. We can show you also the emergency stop button. Now obviously when the alarm is breached, we can turn the alarm off. Now when that emergency stop button has been activated, it'll send another SMS or email to the recipients to tell them that the emergency stop button has been activated. And then of course you'll get another signal to say that it has been deactivated or like such. And when that has been done, it'll send another email to say that the operator has opened the circuit again for the alarm system. This is a good feature because we don't want the emergency stop button on all day, otherwise we're not going to get any information from the system, and nor is the operator. This is just basically a duty of care issue where obviously when the machine is stuck in a position and he cannot move the machine to get out of the alarm, so when the machine goes back to normal level or safe level, the alarm will turn off. But if the machine is stuck, then he needs some way of turning off the alarm, and we need to know that. We need to know the position and time of the event, and all those things have been recorded. Now the raised hoist in transit, we can have a look at that. Nothing will happen if both sensors move up and down together. I will just move that zoom in on the screen so you can see what happens there. So what we'll do is we'll simulate the raised hoist in transit and set at 20, and you'll notice the beep is a little bit different and the display on the machine is telling the operator you are travelling with your tip of bed raised, please lower the hoist immediately. Okay, now we can have a look and see if we've got some email updates there. Let's just go back into the screen again. We'll just go there. Okay. Okay, we've got some new ones coming through here. This one, we'll see what that one is. Okay. This is your raised hoist in transit, as you can see on top, raised hoist in transit. Gives you a date, machine ID, what time it happened, time of the event, how many kilometres an hour the machine was going, and your Google link. The time hasn't been set properly on the tablet, so things are a bit different, but never mind. Okay, let's go to this one, see what this one is. Okay. Right, this is approaching target, so it's now 15. I'll see if I can show you. We will try and get emergency stop button and show you what happens there. I think it's just needs to update. I'm not sure. No. My phone cancels it out. That's the problem. Let's just see what we do here. Not in a good position here at the moment with 3G, but basically that's the system. And that'll be the message. It also has compound grade, so no matter what angle the machine is facing the batter or slope or ground level on where they're offloading material, it will give that information. Thank you very much for your time. If you need to contact for an on-site demonstration or would like more information on the Terrain Trakka, please contact Brian Rowland at 3DX, which is brian@3dx.com.au at any time. Thank you for your time.